Hi, my friends. This is Nestor Nome, and welcome back to the MakeMoneyFromHomeDad.com. And today I'm going to be doing a book review, which is the Science of Getting Rich book review. Right? I like to print them out actually, because I like to do like a lot of notes and a lot of highlighting, and I really don't like to ruin my books. I mean, I don't. It's not ruined, but this book, okay, this book is changing my life as right now as we talk about it. Okay, it's the Science of Getting Rich. Okay, the Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Wattles. It was written a long time ago. You know, I think like 1900 or 1800 something. But I do suggest and I do recommend this book if you are in any way wanting to make money, wanting to get rich, and especially if you've been trying and you haven't yet reached that goal. I recommend you read this book because it will eliminate a lot of those clogs that you have inside your mind, because the reality is that we all learn different things as we're growing up that block our way towards success. Okay, and this book talks a lot about how you deserve to be rich, you were born to be rich, God, the universe, whatever, the ether, however you want to call it, wants you to be rich. Okay, it has experienced life through us, and so you want to become the best, right? For instance, a lot of people, it's okay when you say, hey, I want to read as many books as I can so I can so I can be as knowledgeable as I can. When you hear that, how do you feel? You're like, yeah, that sounds, that's cool. I mean, maybe for you, maybe not, but if I tell you I want to be as smart as I can, right? So I'm going to read as many books as I can or listen to as many audios as I can. You're okay with that, right? So now if I also say I want to have the best marriage I can. So I'm going to get counseling, I'm going to go, get some, groups, get into marriage groups so we can become the best marriage we can, have the best marriage we can. You're going to say, well, that's noble, that's awesome, great. Go for it, right? Also, if I say I want to help as many people as I can in the world, right? I want to build churches and build schools and just help as many people, help the world, right? That is a noble. Go for it. Do it, man. That's awesome. But then what do you feel inside of you if I tell you I want to be as rich as I can? I want to get as rich as I can, go as high as I can with my money. I want to make as much money as I can. That's when everybody's like, whoa. Wait a minute, that's disgusting, something like that, right? Why? You want to become, see, this book tells you should become the best you can in everything you can. Because here's the thing, how are you going to help, or how are you going to be able to do the best you can if you're flat broke, if you can't even pay your bills, right? How can I become the best husband I can, the best father I can, if I can't even pay my bills? If I'm struggling every month to pay my bills, if I'm worried, if I can't sleep at night, if I'm so tired in the morning, if I can't, because I wake up and I'm like, oh my gosh, I hate my life. I have to go to a job I hate. I can't even pay my bills, right? How angry am I going to feel? How am I going to come home and treat my family, right? If I'm flat broke, right? So that's what I'm talking about. See, this book, that's what it tells you. It tells you that if you want to help, if you want to become the best version of you, you must be rich. You have to. It's not a matter. It's like everybody, 100% of everybody should be rich and striving to be rich, because in order we live in a society where we need money in order to exchange for something else, right? So if I want books, if I want to become the smartest person in the world and I'm flat broke, how am I going to buy those books? How am I going to help my church? How am I going to build more schools? How am I going to be the best husband, the best father, the best brother, son I can be? How am I going to do that stuff if I don't have money? See, we live in a society where we need money. If we didn't need money, if we were living in a different society where we exchange stuff, fine. But we live in a society where you need money, and money is not evil. Money is a necessity, is good where it's supposed to be good, and it's bad if you use it in a bad way. So this book talks about it goes on, and I recommend you get it. this is a very, very cool book. Just to kind of like check it out. Like the first chapter is the right to be rich. You got the right to be rich. Then there's a science of getting rich. There is a science. There's things that you got to do in a certain way that will make you rich. Okay, you'll learn about that stuff. You don't got to be the smartest. You don't got to be the dumbest. You can be the dumbest. You can be the smartest. And you can still get rich, right? You can be flat broke and you can still get rich. You can come from a flat broke area, because here's the thing. Yes, my child right here. I work from home. So this is the thing. If people, this is what the book talks about, is that if people who are from a poor neighborhood, if somebody in a poor neighborhood was able to rise and become rich, then anybody in that neighborhood can do the same thing, as long as they do certain things, in which we see it proven over and over and over and over again. I mean, look at that movie, straight out of Compton, right? Millionaires from Compton, from a place where a lot of people thought things like that couldn't be done, and now we have proven over and over from a lot of rappers, a lot of singers that come from a lot of these places, right? From what they call the ghettos. Now all of a sudden they're doing things in a certain way and they're getting rich, right? Anything. So this is the thing. It's like, it doesn't matter where you're from, it doesn't matter where you live, it doesn't matter what country you are, there's a way for you to get rich. If there's people in your country, in your city, who are rich, guess what? You can be rich too. You just gotta follow the rules and see what it is. So the first starting point is this. This is a very short, it looks bigger, but it's a very short read. I mean, look how small the things are, right? Very, very fast read. And also, I suggest that you study this book. You not only read it, you study it, you go over it, you digest each paragraph, because what Wallace D. Wattles did is that he broke it down. He took all the stuff out, all the fluff, everything that, the stories, and how people are, and he just plainly, boom, put it in your face. He said, this is how it is, follow the rules, follow the blueprint, that's it. He just gives you exactly what it is and how to do it. It cuts off all like the middleman and all the other stuff. It's just basically, if you study this book, you will be rich. You will get rich. It's a guarantee. But you gotta follow it exactly, okay? If you're not following it exactly, if you're still not rich, let's say you tried it for 90 days and you're still not rich, you tried it for 6 months, a year, you're still not rich, you know what? It's because you're not following it exactly. You gotta go back and you gotta study it. You gotta be like, what's going on? What am I missing? What part am I missing? And you gotta go out there. I suggest you join like masterminds and stuff. Like the elite mastermind that I have is, we go through this book. I just started these calls from Monday to Friday, where we're gonna be studying this book. 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 11 a.m. Eastern, okay? I'm getting on these calls. We're doing it for 90 days straight. After the 90 days straight, if somebody in that call's not rich, we gotta go do it again. And then after 90 days, if somebody's not rich, we gotta keep on going until everybody gets rich, right? So this is what we gotta study this book. We're reading a chapter a day, and we just gotta, once we're done, we're gonna go ahead and do it. And then we gotta keep on going and going and discussing this, so that we together, we can figure it out, what's going on. Why aren't some people not rich yet? Why are we not rich? We gotta discuss it. We gotta go move forward, okay? Go to my blog. If you're not on the blog, if you're looking at this in any other platform, go to www.theMakeMoneyFromHomeDad.com. That's the whole thing, the Make Money From Home Dad, including the MakeMoneyFromHomeDad.com. Go there and check this out. And okay, sorry, I'm getting messages right here. And go in there and either contact me if the blog post's not there or something. Contact me. Say how can I get these calls up? Because I'm gonna have the number there on the bottom, so you can join our calls. But The Science of Getting Book, get that book. Recommend it. It's awesome. It's amazing. It will change your life if you study it. You cannot just read it. I mean, if you read it, it's going to make you nice and fluffy. You're going to be, oh my gosh, it's so nice, so cool. Because that's what I did. I read it. I was like, wow, the concepts are really cool. Blah, 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 and then let it go. And then later on, that's when I started studying. Now that I'm starting to study, and I'm starting to see what really is, how really things are, and how I deserve to be rich, how I deserve it, how you deserve to be rich as well. and this is how we're gonna do it. Okay, if you want to be part, I mean, I have the Elite Mastermind Publix, where it's kind of like the call, like the masterminds on Wednesdays that we do. Got different things that are public based, but we also have the private base. And the private base is more of a like hands-on group that we're like, not only do we study this book, but we also use a system that is getting us rich, because you gotta use a system, right? You gotta get that money going. So as a group, as a private group of the Elite Mastermind, what we're doing is we're using systems, we're coming together, we're making it happen, we're learning techniques and things like that in order to make us rich. That's what we're becoming rich, right? You're more than welcome to stay on the public side, but if you really want to become rich, if you're kind of like struggling with everything you're having, join us in the Elite Masterminds, because we're gonna be there for you. Because what we're gonna do is like, I want to be rich, right? I want to be a multi-millionaire, right? And I ain't gonna stop until I do it. All right. The only thing that's gonna stop me if I die, God forbid, please don't. But I'm gonna keep on going. And I'm gonna be there for you, right? And we're looking for serious people. That's what we want, the part of the elite. Okay. Click the link below for more information on what we're doing, the people that we're surrounding ourselves with, the system that we're using. Click on the link below. It says more info. Check that video out, okay? Because that's gonna introduce you to the people that I'm surrounding myself with, as well as the system that we're using to get rich, okay? And if it's for you, if this is for you, if you make a decision and say, hey, this is for you, then go ahead, move forward, join the system. All right, there's gonna be 4 steps that you're gonna do. You're gonna go for those steps. Okay, when you come in, watch the introduction video, complete the 4 steps, fill up a form that you gotta fill out so we can see where you're at and where you want to go. Submit it. Once you submit it, I'm gonna get a notification, and I myself personally will give you a call so we can get on a coaching call where we're gonna do a 90-day freedom plan for you. We're gonna do a personalized 90-day freedom plan of where you want to go. Okay, so let's get on this coaching call. Let's make it happen. Let's study this book, The Science of Getting Rich, and let's enjoy me in the Elite Mastermind group, private. Okay, in the private one. With that, my friend, this is Nestor Nomad. Thank you so much for being here again in the MakeMoneyFromHomeThat.com, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.